Yeah.
So we experimented over the last couple of weeks with doing some live streams on the YouTube, and we got some very good feedback. A lot of great interactions with the fans, which is really what we do the podcast for. And we have started to realize that, hey, maybe, a better way to interact with you guys would be to go live every week, all four together, instead of one of us just showing our double chin to our iPhone, or another one of us showing off our Adderall problem to our video game streaming bedroom.
Yeah, we're not in the club, but we're right next to it. Me and my crew, we are country club adjacent. Country club adjacent. Country club adjacent, baby. Country club adjacent. Country club adjacent, baby.
Who wants to do the intro?
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Welcome back to another edition of Country Club Adjacent. I am here back. Mart the Dart Dartsman sitting next to Izquierda of Aristotle Blake Weber Georgeson.
That's right.
To the right on the business couch is Jark the Jake Adams and Griff the Pip Pippin.
Business couch right here.
And we are back with a fire episode. Could be our last for a minimal amount of time. We're gonna go ahead and see.
Yeah.
Could big news. That's a big thing to drop on our audience.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
No, but it's
Expand?
important. You know, you sometimes you just got to rip the Band-Aid off.
We're evolving.
Yeah.
So we experimented over the last couple of weeks with doing some live streams on the YouTube, and we got some very good feedback. A lot of great interactions with the fans, which is really what we do the podcast for. And we have started to realize that, hey, maybe, a better way to interact with you guys would be to go live every week, all four together, instead of one of us just showing our double chin to our iPhone, or another one of us showing off our Adderall problem to our video game streaming bedroom. We're going to be live streaming from Fescue Golf Club and Friday Beers' new office that we have an office in.
Yeah.
And, hey, drop a comment, tell us your thoughts, and make sure to stay tuned to our Twitch and YouTube channels.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a new frontier for us, because instead of having this like sit down formal conversation, it's going to be, I think, like a more laid back thing where people will be able to chime in on the chat. They'll just be able to jump in there and talk to us live about whatever it is that is, one, going on in the golf world, and two, y'all can just like make fun of us like right then and there.
I'm really excited to do live streams after big tournaments, like a major. Like if we can all get in office or go to the live stream on like a Sunday right after, you know? Because then we can watch the tournament together with you guys. And then after we can talk about it, because we have this whole new setup at the new office.
Because we all know the commentators on the tournament suck at their job. They do. They're trained to do a specific thing.
I think they're getting better with Kisner involved now.
Kisner's funny.
It's improving. They're starting to realize that like you need a little bit of comedic relief on these golf tournaments.
But they tie his hands behind his back to some degree. Kisner, if he was fully himself. And basically us on a live stream doing the commentary on these tournaments will be way more entertaining.
Oh, yeah. So you got that aspect of it, and then you got that aspect of it, and then you have just interacting with the fans live. I think that's ultimately the most important thing. And sometimes, you know, we've been recording these podcasts on Tuesdays, and something will happen on Sunday, and we don't release podcasts till the next Sunday, and now we're talking about old news. Now it's like right in the moment, like hitting it as it happens, and I think the clips could be more interesting too, because instead of just four white men sitting on two separate couches, we'll be four white men doing other things that aren't necessarily sitting on a couch.
I agree with that.
We're
That's
basically
exciting.
going to be journalists.
Yeah. So I'm excited about it. I know you guys are, and
I'm just trying to get a kick deal. So,
which honestly you deserve.
Thank you.
You deserve a kick deal. And if Kick is watching this, give Mark a kick deal.
Yeah, bro. I just want to be a gambling streamer.
Dude, how fun.
Stream in front of thousands of people,
Free money.
playing slots for money I don't actually have, and promoting gambling to the youth. I think that's the best way in.
That
you know?
I mean, that could be huge.
I could be the new Aiden Ross.
Why not?
You know?
Why not?
But also we kicked around having like easier to get guests in on the live stream, come pop in, play on the simulator, answer some questions. We're going to be trying to get some younger talent on here.
But not too young.
Not too young.
Not too young.
This isn't the P. Diddy podcast.
No.
What's the right age?
What's the
of
right
young?
age?
Just depends
well,
on what state you're in.
So there is an equation. There is an equation for the right age. It is divide your age by 2, add 7. That's the right age.
To have sex with?
That I mean, that's
I was talking about like to be on the podcast. But
Divide
that
my
same thing
age.
goes for that.
by 2 and add 7. This
So it's-
this is
So,
you
Mark,
know, this is
that's
something that I
47.
learned.
47.
47.
You can't divide 47 by 2.
Yes, you can.
So
46.
So 30.
So 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
So, you know, what's the right age? There is no right age, but preferably you know, something right near where you're at.
Got it.
Right near where you're at.
Dude, I met BLP Kosher over the week.
And
It was probably, I was so excited when I saw him because his look is so undeniable. If you guys don't know BLP Kosher,
I saw it on the
Look
story.
at me, dog.
I know you know him.
I know who
I
BLP
texted you
Kosher is.
immediately because
Yeah.
I know that you do.
And I got that like 40 minutes later. And listen, Jake, there's not a lot of things. Like, you text me a photo of Scottie Pippen. You know, like, you do text me a lot of things like, look what you're missing out on.
Well, it's not really that.
Scottie
It's like-
Pippen, like all these things. Like, BLP Kosher was definitely the first text where I almost blocked you. And I was like, I'm done. It's like, bro, how could you be living out my dream? You know?
Dude,
Name one. Dude, drop a BLP Kosher bar.
oh, I sure can.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's hear one.
All right. I mean, I'm not great at remembering bars as a whole,
Yeah.
but I've heard, I know all of his songs, like all the hits I know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Hold on. I know I can, though.
Does he like rap about pickles?
Not pickles, but
he's
they're
like a
all like Jewish
hybrid
references.
Jewish skateboarding, Detroit style rapper, bro.
Yeah,
Oh.
from Florida.
That's
but
dope.
But he raps Detroit style.
Yeah.
he started more drill,
Does that
but now
mean
he's like
square?
being a little bit more inspirational.
Square
He's like
raps?
getting away from the drill, which I
Oh,
like, you know,
yeah,
because
yeah.
drill's not really for me.
Yeah.
But now he's like more just hip hop.
Definitely was
And
never drill, but I
Okay.
appreciate where he was going with that.
Okay.
He was kosher drill,
Kosher drill
kosher drill
pickles.
pickles.
Drill pickle, yeah.
Detroit style. Detroit isn't drill rap. Detroit
Okay.
is shit talking.
Oh.
You've listened to like
I've heard of this
Rio?
guy, Skittles.
Rio, the young OG. Remember that song where he's like,
Oh, yeah.
you're like, no, you know, because you're like, I put it on, and both of you guys are like, this is my favorite song ever. Where Rio's like, Rio and RMC.
Oh,
Mike.
he's really funny.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
they're just shit talking. They're like,
he's
oh,
talking about spaghetti.
I don't want steak tonight, bitch. It's noodle night.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
like
yeah, I
they're
remember
just
that
going
song.
bar
Yeah,
for
Noodle
bar.
Night.
I hate it when like your girlfriend's trying to give you steaks and you want noodle.
Yeah,
It's like my least favorite thing.
It's a dick
It's-
reference,
It's
but
brutal.
So BLP Kosher. was
BLP
just-
Kosher used to raps a lot with the other kid who looks like me.
Yeah, he does look like
He
you.
looks exactly like me.
Yeah,
Electronic.
but he's not Russ.
No, he's not Russ.
Yeah.
Wow.
They have a song together. It's like Megatron or something.
Megatron, yes.
Is that a good one?
It's called Babytron is the guy
Ba-
that looks like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's great.
Nice.
BLP Kosher, he doesn't live here, and I thought he was like, I thought he was like way bigger because like Drake talks about him, but he has like under 500K on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I feel like he's got to blow up soon.
Yeah, but it's like he's blown up. Like that 500K on Instagram, like hits different
Oh,
than our
100%.
600K
Yeah,
on
he can like
Instagram.
fill like concert venue.
Yeah,
like,
that
whatever
shit
with
hit
that.
different.
Yeah.
His 500K hit different,
Yeah.
and he wears the same beanie, the same skateboarding.
And he has
beanie.
like 2 dreadlocks.
Dude, so he has 2 dreadlocks, but they go directly sideways
Yes.
on each side, like they
That
are.
was a hat.
No, that's his hair.
That's his
And,
hair.
Like they're like a Tullis
Yeah.
or like the sideburns, but they go straight out.
Yes.
Like everything about his look and his songs are all like kind of puns. Even his apparel is puns on like being an Hasidic Jew.
Wow.
Yeah, the hat is like a yarmulke almost.
Kind of. No, it's like the hats, like the big hats that Jews will wear.
Yeah.
Like on Saturdays.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has some good bars.
So I was just having dinner outside, like on Fairfax, and this guy pulls up in a Cadillac, gets out, and literally just stands outside of his car for an hour. He was just standing there. They got like
Doing
takeout or
what?
Just being. And not too, I don't know, like maybe not as many people knew him, but like I went up right away and I was like, dude, I'm sorry, I never do this, but can I please get a photo? And then I asked him if he plays golf, and he goes, I could do that. That's what he said. I was
He's an
like,
athlete.
all right, bet.
Old skateboarders are athletes, bro.
So I talked to his manager, also a Jew, and
You don't say.
He followed us,
Surprising.
which is great, and hopefully I can take him out to play golf down in Florida.
Wow. Is he down in Miami?
Yeah.
Well,
You don't know any of his bars?
I'm not that good at remembering.
Okay,
them,
listen, bro.
but-
You take Griff to the Ryder Cup, right? You take Griff to the President's Cup. That's fine. That's okay. Griff, you take Griff to Ireland. That's okay. If you don't take me to fucking play golf with BLP Kosher, I fucking file a lawsuit. How about that? I call Todd. I file a lawsuit for infringement of my rights.
infringement of my
Yeah.
Basic human rights.
You are cordially invited.
I need to be more than cordially invited.
We're gonna be down there
What else?
December 5th.
I don't know, but I'll think of it.
Are we?
Yeah,
Is that locked in?
pretty much.
Sweet.
So for the 11 tournament in Miami, we're actually gonna play. We're actually
nice.
playing. So we're due back offs.
until they edit us to be spectators
Yeah.
and say we're done with our fucking 6-month deal.
Yeah. So there you go. Maybe he'll be our 5th.
Yeah.
In our
He's got to
group.
play with us.
Yeah. Yeah. Put
Oh,
that
you
right in the
putting it
mic.
Shit talking. Just shit talking. Just go back to back. Warra.
Oh, he does that noise.
Warra.
Yeah. Now they're just talking. Play.
Noise you make when the pickles aren't good.
Yeah. Special K and Hourglass are the two hitters.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah, he got bars, bro. He's sick. I play it for my girlfriend, and I'm like, see, I fuck with the Jews.
I'm drinking so much lean, my pH is acidic. I'm rapping on the streets, you know I'm Hasidic.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah,
pretty
He's got
sick,
bars, dude.
Yeah.
He's got bars.
That's a bar.
that is a bar actually. It's a weak ass bar, but it's a bar.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
how you rhymed acidic with acidic.
Yeah.
That's like
Well,
that's cool.
acidic and Hasidic.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
tight.
That's
Yeah.
very cool.
That was slick.
Yeah.
That's what they said. Those are slick
You know what I
bars.
don't like? I don't like when rappers use the same word twice as though that's the rhyme. Lil Wayne used to do it a lot.
Yeah, but he would do it like different puns.
Yeah. It would be in different contexts.
Yeah.
But even still, it like bothered me. It's like you're just using the same word.
A big thing that I didn't like growing up was like when hooks would be the same saying over and over again. But
Mhm.
now it's my favorite thing ever. And when a hook has like a thing, I'm like, this is corny.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
like,
fair.
like kind of like when Future popularized like Tony Montana.
Yeah.
I was like, this shit is just boring. But now I'm like, dude, just give me a saying to repeat.
I like.
That's all I want.
I used to not like ignorant ass lyrics. I used to be like, say something. But then now I really like ignorant ass lyrics.
Well,
because
classic-
Then it's,
yeah.
Because then it's just fun.
Yeah, classic white racism is saying 90s hip hop is the best type of rap.
Oh, 90s
Yeah.
hip hop's the best.
Yeah.
Old P. Diddy
yeah, yeah.
is
Bro.
definitely, like, I've been getting into that lately. That is so good.
Old P Diddy was just Mace,
Yeah.
Literally.
literally.
Yeah.
It was just Mace writing everything.
Yep. And then
I like when rappers will say something and then one word that kind of describes the whole thing. So like coming down the street like a parade, Macy's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, that really
Lil
gets me
Wayne
going.
did that a lot.
was Drake.
Didn't he?
That
Lil
was
Wayne
Drake.
did that
Nicki
a lot.
Minaj will do
Yeah,
that.
Drake and Lil Wayne back in the day.
Did
05.
Drake get it from Lil Wayne, though?
probably.
No, that was actually a Drake thing, because that really started on what was that song with him and Eminem? Drake, Eminem, Lil Wayne.
Oh, I know it when you're talking about, but I don't know the name
Tea
of
time,
it.
tea time, tea
And
time.
Kanye.
Drake, Lil Wayne, Kanye, and Lil,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's the greatest rap collab of all time.
it was a very good
It's
fucking.
one of the biggest ones.
Drake. What was that song called?
What was it
They
called?
play the air horns.
Yep.
Kanye.
You know what song I-
Forever.
What's that one song?
Air horns.
Yeah, he does a lot of that shit.
Understand nothing was done to me.
Yeah, that's
not
a
true.
classic.
And you know what's funny is that's a funny line. Understand nothing was done to me. Boy, is that not aging well.
That one hits.
Boy, is
different.
that not aging well.
That one hits different now.
That's not
because
aging well.
Something was done.
That's a lie.
Something was done to a lot of
Definitely.
these rappers and
Yeah.
pop stars.
Something was done to you.
I know it was done to BLP Kosher.
What was?
A brisk.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah,
Cut his
it hasn't been the
penis
same
right
since.
off.
Damn, that's fucked up, dude. They cut the top of his penis off.
Yep, he
That's
did. He bit it
fucked up.
off.
He bit it off.
Yeah,
oh,
like
God.
an old
he
rabbi.
He put on his diamond
Yeah.
grill and just bit off
Yeah,
his dick.
Spit it out.
Yikes.
Spit it out right into the wishing well. Said I wish for more foreskin. Shout out BLP Kosher, bro.
Yeah, shout him out.
Yeah,
you
want
to shout him out?
BLP, bro.
But no shouts out Cobra.
No shouts out,
But
Kosher.
shout out BLP
whoa,
Cobra.
whoa.
No
Shouts out BLP Kosher.
Why,
BLP
why still no
Cobra?
shout? Dude, Cobra's they're the only company that will like truly work with us. They're donating clubs to here at Fescue.
They've been good to us.
Whoa, then shouts
now
out Cobra.
the Shouts out Cobra.
Yeah,
okay.
shouts
Shouts
out
out Cobra.
Okay,
Shouts out
but
Cobra.
no shouts
Jamie's
out.
great. Who works
No
there.
shouts
out
to
a
who?
lot of things.
Shouts
A lot
out to
of things.
Brandon Dickinson, though, dude. He's been the guy.
We love him. We got lucky this week. Me and Griff almost won a tournament,
Yep.
which was sick.
We got second place. It was just 2-man team when every other
Basically.
team had 5 people playing.
Yep.
So we did our job. And
We did our job. We only gave ourselves one extra birdie.
Yep. We
Only one.
Dude, I cannot Stotts. I love you more than anything. Playing at a scramble with you
Is so fun
the-
because we
it's-
vibe.
It is the most frustrating
and we
thing.
honestly do very
Dude,
well
this
together.
is what we played it in just like a fun scramble in Oceanside, right at Goat Hill Park.
yeah.
And Stotts does this thing where like he hits a chip shot and starts rolling back down the green. And
Oh,
he just,
I get to hit it again.
he just runs up and marks it just like in front of the ball
As it was
while
coming
it's
to a
still
halt.
rolling.
It was
That's-
coming to
that's
a halt.
fine
And
now.
then,
Scramble
like-
rules.
Yep.
I can't.
Do you
this
remember
is why
when
I
Phil
just,
Mickelson
but-
did it in a
but
tournament?
also-
I
but-
can't do it.
But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing that Jake forgets is that so then Griff hit his shot and it was like they were equidistant from where I marked the rolling ball to where Griff hit his shot. And I was like, which one should we take? I picked up my tee and I was like, and then I was like, but wait, do we want to take this one? And I put it back down. And he's like, dude, you just moved it closer. I was like, I'm on acid. I'm on acid right now. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Sure,
You're the
but
only one on
also
acid?
you would do
Yes.
it regardless
I'm
of the
sorry.
substance you're on.
Yeah, but the difference is like this time I was actually ignorant to the fact
And then-
because
and
I was
then-
tripping.
And then Stotts did this thing where like he picked up the mark, and I was like, yeah, we can't use that one anyway. It wasn't real. And then he like tried to like still stay in the lie and like went over to the mark and kind of like circled it. Like you know how Griff walks in a circle, like when he's thinking about something. Stotts did that
You
same
mean before
thing.
every single shot? You mean before every single shot he takes?
Stotts did that same thing,
You mean
but
when
like
he-
trying to like just figure out how to get away with it.
And that's not
And
what
I was like,
doing.
what are we
I was
doing here?
looking for the hole that I pulled my tee out of to see like, oh, is this a viable option? Forgetting the fact that I marked it after it had started rolling again. Like I was
like acid
on
shit.
I was on acid, dude. I have
Yeah.
ADHD and I'm on acid. And I'm excited.
Yeah. Honestly, I think you should be championing Stotts if he's on
Yeah.
acid. Why do you think our fucking channel is so big? It's because of Aristotle
That's-
doing acid.
Yeah, doing acid.
So
I would just prefer a team tournament where we all just like play by the rules.
it will
We play
never.
by the-
It
and
will
we
never
do.
happen. It will never happen.
We did. At Goat Hill we played by the rules.
At the one tournament that we won, Palm Tree Crew, we played by the rules.
Yeah. We won in a playoff.
Oh, you
and-
weren't there for that.
But this one
I can't speak on it, and I probably think you guys took a couple strokes.
No, we actually played.
No.
We played by the rules.
legit, very legit.
Yeah.
And Mark like showed up on the second hole and he was like, "I'm ready to win today." He was
Yeah.
like fired up.
I literally said, "I'm late. I'm good for 2 long putts."
and he
I
drained
a
very
80-foot
early
birdie.
on. Very early on.
I said, "My time here is done." I sat in the cart for the rest of the time.
yeah.
Now you did. We took your drive in the playoff.
And the playoff,
Which is
I
clutch.
striped it right down the middle.
Right down the center.
Only person that hit the fairway.
That's right.
And Stotts threw a dart
To 3 feet.
somehow.
And then Griff triple hitched the putt that went in.
Worst stroke I've
Our
ever
ringer
made.
did nothing. Our ringer did
nothing on
Our
that
ringer
hole.
did nothing the whole day.
Yep.
Nothing.
The whole day, but get cucked.
He
Diddy style
You
by
know
the
what?
weekend.
He hit a few good drives. I was not driving the ball
Yeah,
well.
that is true.
I was
A
not
couple,
driving the ball well.
But Jake could have hit a couple drives
yeah,
if he
that's
were there.
100%.
Yeah.
He hit drives that Jake could have hit, or
Yeah.
you could have hit if you hit it good.
yeah, I was not hitting.
So
the-
him, Dylan Block, both on our shit list. Him and Dylan Brock, no shouts out to them.
No shouts out.
Okay, when we bring you in as a ringer,
You ring.
you ring.
You fucking ring.
Okay? There is no reason that we should be taking my shot in the fairway coming down one. Okay? That's insanity, bro.
Regardless, me and Griff, 2-man team, fucking held it down.
Yeah,
at
by
El Cab.
cheating.
No,
And we got
You just said that you cheated.
Yeah.
we took. Yeah, but that barely counts.
See,
Okay.
it's
If you would've
that. It's
seen-
that right there.
if you would've
that
seen-
still is what I don't like.
If you would have seen,
Because you know that means +3.
But regardless, it's just like, well, that doesn't really count. My ball was still rolling, but it could have stopped there, so it doesn't really count. Like it's the
Yes.
same thing.
yes, there are a lot of things in golf that
But,
are
we-
actually like could have been. And
We got
why not?
second by a
Why
number
not
of-
play as
To
a
you,
could
they
have
could
been?
have been.
we got second by a number of
Exactly.
strokes, so it didn't matter at the end of the day. But
Yeah, the
there
winner
are-
won by 6 shots.
They
just
gave
to let
us
you guys know.
pro shop credit, and our other 3 teammates left, so we got their pro shop credit.
We did.
and we went and bought some dope stuff from the pro shop.
Yeah, I got a new wedge, so maybe that'll help the ball stop before it hits the edge next time.
exactly.
You
See?
mean while you're
Positives.
putting or?
Dude, I broke my wedge at Goat Hill.
You broke your wedge?
Yeah, unintentionally.
Well, it bent, right?
It bent. Yeah, the lie and loft is off now, and
Ugh.
yeah.
Why? How is it unintentional break?
So it was like my wedge game I think is my best part of my game. So I when we had wedge shots in from like 50 to 100 yards, because there was only 3 of us, so we would take the mark shot because you get 4 shots
Technically,
total.
Mark threw the club.
Technically. Mark, you own
So
the
I was
wedge.
taking the mark shot. First shot was fine. It was like 15 feet, but the second my mark shot, I chunked a little bit. And
No, your
I,
mark shot was 15 feet. Your Jake shot. Jake goes last.
Okay.
That is
Mark
true.
does not
That's
go
true.
last.
Okay,
That's
yeah. So my
actually
shot,
accurate.
I'll take your accountability.
Thank you.
I chunked a little bit, and so I just threw the wedge like straight up in the air, thinking it was just going to go like into the fairway, and it just kind of slipped a little bit and just rocketed about like 50 yards left, and the top of the wedge hit the curb on the cart path, and we like there's video of it, but like it was just immediately when you heard the sound, you go up. Yeah, that's got
It sounded like a gunshot.
Yeah, it was terrifying. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Did you almost get taken out like when I threw my club and released just a little?
No, they were
I
up
tried
at
to
the green.
huck it,
Jesus. Oh, they're
and it
at
released
Rancho.
a little late.
Mark's
and-
almost killed me at Rancho.
Well, it wasn't almost, but it definitely like almost did, And
Jesus Christ.
and Griff looked at me like it was on purpose.
I knew it wasn't on purpose, but I was like, you got to like set yourself up when you throw it to make sure no
I
one's
definitely
around.
said it's just I released a little late.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, sometimes it releases. That's what happened to me.
That's
It
kind
was
of what
a-
happened when he broke his wedge. Remember he threw it and it kind of just broke.
Yeah.
That's why you
I
don't
throw
ever
clubs
just
very often.
you don't ever just throw. You throw with intent
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if there's not intent, it feels so much better.
to break it on.
No,
accident.
just to let it go. Just to let it go wherever it wants to go.
Yeah, well, that's usually like an intent to like I don't care what happens
Yeah.
wherever. It
Yeah.
yeah. So that's an intent.
So shouts out Cobra.
Shouts out Cobra.
Got to get some more wedges.
Where are you going to get another wedge?
Yeah, I got to.
Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go to get your wedge?
I'm just gonna
Bomb
hit.
Tech
I'm
makes
gonna hit up
wedges.
Cobra.
You're going to hit up Cobra?
Yeah.
Bomb
Okay.
Tech makes wedges, though.
See, now that we have a conversation with Bomb Tech, I think we need to see where that goes.
That's been the greatest fit of any club company. We should be Bomb Tech boys.
100%.
Uh-huh.
Dude, you see how good I hit that 3-wood.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
insane.
down to be a
I don't
bomb
think
tech.
they make irons.
We don't need it, Bomb Tech. We just need
They
Bomb
make a
Tech
s-
Make
woods.
wedges.
They're setting us a 72 degree Bomb Tech wedge,
Are they?
driver and 3-wood.
For all of us?
I not clarified.
72 degree. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I lay claim to the driver because I was the one who put Bomb Tech on the map when I
Sure.
eagled the 17th hole at Riviera.
No, you're the Bomb Tech guy.
So
No, you definitely listen.
I lay
If there's
claim.
one thing we know about you is you put Bomb Tech on the map.
I put Bomb Tech on the map,
We're gonna be for Bomb Tech as Bryson was for Crank.
which is, what more could
Yeah.
they ask for?
We're gonna be for Bomb Tech what I am for Crank.
Which is?
I just like crank.
Every day before you go to bed.
Yeah,
Mark's cranking every day,
just
dude.
cranking it, dude. I am an 8-hour crank guy.
No shit.
Yeah, bro.
Good for you.
Dude, I been cranking it heavy lately.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Daytime cranks or?
Oh, always daytime
I'll tell you,
cranks.
always daytime
You ever do a
cranks.
10:30 in the morning Zoom meeting crank?
Yeah.
dude, today on the
Wow.
Zoom, when
Cranked?
George started talking, I was at the gym and I took a shower.
Nice.
Straight up, took a shower.
I always
took
take
my
a shower.
camera off. Put the microphone off.
I'm always in the
And?
shower.
I was in the shower at the
Was it
gym
great?
that whole time. Yeah, it was great. I was like multitasking,
Nice.
which I love.
Business multitasking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I mean you were just showering. You weren't. The other task of listening
The
to
other
George was
task,
blocked
you weren't
out.
multitasking. You were
No,
just
dude, I had my
tasking.
headphones in. I just did a body shower. Kept my headphones in and kind of leaned back and shower.
I was talking to a guy. I was in Manteca this weekend, and
Where's that?
Dude, do I got a fucking story for you?
Uh-oh.
Oh my!
It's a lot of hype.
What
oh
happened?
my god!
What happened?
A lot of hype.
What's going
The
on?
most ridiculous thing I've ever been a part of in my entire life.
What was it?
First of all, did a weekend in Manteca, which is outside of Stockton,
is that down in
Northern
like by
California.
Montego?
Middle of Central California,
Oh.
Northern California.
Aruba? Okay.
Stockton's a nice place.
Bro, listen, horrifying place, but those horrifying places, like, are the best for comedy.
Okay.
Like salt of the earth people, pretty much the Edmonton of California.
Oh.
Shout out Def Puppy Comedy Club. It's a new comedy club. If you're in that area and there were a couple of cucks that came out, make sure you go check out that spot. I am headlining the club, correct? So about 3 months before the headlining, what up, big dog? I get a call, or when I get the booking, they go, "Hey, do you want to bring a feature?" I go, "Yes, let me bring a feature." That way, we could drive up together. Got plenty of buddies in comedy. I could hit up a feature. We drive up together. We have a nice little time, or we fly together. We rent a car. It's a whole thing. About 2 months before the show, the booker hits me up and goes, "Yo, this features Frankie Marcos, who's a comic that I came up with." He goes, I don't really want to unbook him. Is it okay if we keep him as a feature?" I go, "That's fine. Keep Frankie as a feature. That's a homie. We'll have a good weekend together." Dude, like a couple days before the show, I hit up Frankie. I go, "Yo, are you leaving from LA or SF?" He goes, "I'm leaving from LA." I go, "Can I drive with you?" He goes, "Yep, cool." He hits me up like 2 days before the show. He goes, "Yo, I'm leaving today. I got to do a radio interview." I go, "I can't go today. But are you leaving from SF then?" He goes, "Yeah, I'll be leaving from SF." I go, "Cool. I'm going to be, what time you leaving?" He goes, "I'm leaving at 1 or 2. I go, "Great. I'm flying into SFO. Once I land, I will Uber to wherever you're at. We'll go together." He goes, "Don't even worry about it. It's no problem. I'll pick you up from the airport. We'll go out together."
Oh no.
I go, "Bet. Perfect. I'm flying in at 2:30. He goes, "Yep, I'm leaving at 2 or 3. I go, "Perfect." United delays me, which is the first time I've ever been delayed on a United flight. But so instead of getting in at 2:30, I'm now getting in at 3:10.
Oh, that's not that big of a deal.
No, not bad.
The show's at 8. We're leaving. It's not at all.
That's-
And I'm texting him
That's 40 minutes.
when I get the delay. So it's not like he's at the airport waiting for me. I text him at 1 o'clock. "Yo, flight's delayed by like 30 minutes. I'm getting in at this time now." He goes, all of a sudden, now, immediately he's going, "I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. Traffic's bad." I go, "Okay, bro, it's going to be fine. I'm the headliner. They're not going to start without us. We'll be okay. I'll keep you updated."
How far of
no.
a drive is it from SFO to the club?
An hour and a half.
Oh.
Okay.
So you get there at, let's say, at the latest 3:30.
And shows at what, 7? No, it'd be like
Seven.
latest 5 with traffic.
Latest
Yeah.
5 with
Yeah.
traffic.
5 with
shows
traffic.
at 7.
Yeah.
Plenty of
Yeah.
time.
2
Yeah.
hours before the show. Plenty of time.
Texting him again. "Yo, we're about to take off." He goes, "Yeah, man, you may have to find another way." I'm on the plane right now, and I'm like, "Bro, there's no other way. What are you talking about?" Like, I understand this may stress you out a little bit, but we're gonna be okay. I'm gonna talk to Chris. I'm doing the Waze map. Like, what are we gonna be late? Not at all.
Not even close.
We get in the air. I go, "Yo, we're in the air, blah, blah, blah." He goes, "Yeah, man, traffic's bad. You're going to have to find another way." I was like, "What are you talking about?
No.
What do you mean find another way? Please don't leave me. I have no other way. I don't have a rental car. I have nothing." And this guy sends a text message saying, "Plenty of other ways to get out there, bud. See you tonight at the show."
Oof.
Whoa.
Oof. That's like a text if I'm having a rough day, I might text you.
Like, yeah, like
Yeah,
fire.
if I'm in a
that
bad
shit.
place.
I've had some
Yeah.
texts like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, bro. And Normal Mark fires like an instant call, like, leave this fucking airport and I'm beating your fucking ass. Normal Mark.
Or you'd
Regulated.
be like, hey, I don't need you tonight.
Regulated Mark goes, brother, I promise that's not the play. I'm the headliner. I okayed you to feature. Do you think that you're just going to replace headline me? That's not how this works out. Then he goes, yep, see you tonight. See you tonight, babe, is what he really texted.
Oh my god.
Babe. See you tonight.
He didn't say babe.
Brother.
No fucking
Brother,
way.
I'll pull up the text.
I have to see
I will
babe.
pull up the text
I have to
right
see babe.
fucking
What the
now, bro.
Babe.
Babe, bro. Babe.
Okay, so now my next question is: you Ubered to the show, and when you got there, what was their tension? How'd you handle it?
Oh, when I got off the airport, I thank God I have lots of friends in the Bay. So I go, yo, Fats, my boy Fats, shout out Fats. I go, Fats, I'm going to Uber to Dublin. Can you take me from Dublin to Manteca? I was like, I'll smoke. He's like, yeah, for sure, bro. So he drives to Dublin. I meet him in
Is
Dublin.
he a comedian? Do you give him like a guest set?
No. He's
Just
just
a
a
homie.
homie. He's
Yeah.
just a homie from day one. Day one homie. You got to Uber, baby. I'm sorry. I'll see you at the show. Then he goes, there's multiple ways to get there. See you tonight.
Did you ask him like why do you need to be there so early?
Yes.
What did he say?
He goes, this was just my plan. I was going to leave at 1 o'clock, but you're delaying me 3 hours.
What else you got going on, bro?
What do you mean I'm delaying you?
What else you got
It's
going
not
on?
my show.
Whoa.
What are we talking about here? I'm the headliner. Without me, there's no show. What are we talking about here? He goes, see you tonight, babe. No, you won't.
You delayed so like was he? There is no reason for him to get there that early, other than he just has autism and doesn't like to change his plans.
No. Here's the thing.
What is it?
He had recently won this big San Francisco comedy competition. And this was beknownst to me. I texted all my boys. I texted the club manager. This was their thoughts. Is like, the guy just thinks he's worth more than he is. And he goes, I'm the headliner. He texted the club owner, says, Mark's flight's delayed. I can fill time for him.
Oh, so this was
At 3 o'clock.
this was a clout grab.
This was a clout grab. He was trying to sneak headline my own fucking show. And so I got off the plane and I called, shout out Chris, the booker. I said, hey, Chris, whatever you could do tonight, I'll do feature and headlining duties. I don't want the kid on the show. And I sent him the text chains because at first he got the call from Frankie and he was like, kind of like not on Frankie's side.
but he was like concerned.
concerned like, yo, I don't want to
going
get
on
in the
with-
middle of this.
What's going on with
Then I
Smalls?
explained him the deal, and he was like, that's the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard. Give me 1 second. He calls Frankie, goes, Frankie, what's going on? He goes, oh, yeah, Mark's at the, he goes, you need to turn around and pick Mark up at the airport. And he goes, I'm already on the way. And he goes, for what? You left our headliner at the fucking airport. Frankie got kicked off the show.
Oh,
Good.
Justice.
Oh, so much sweet justice. Bro, I called up Chris and to explain, he goes, Mark, don't even trip. I told him, he goes, can you get here by at least 7:30? Show starts at 7. I go, bro, I'm going to be there by 7 o'clock.
You're gonna be there by freaking
Bro,
6.
I Ubered to Dublin. I got fried chicken. We got blunt wraps from the get. Like, there were so many stops, and we were still 15 minutes early before the show started. Like, it was insanity,
So what
bro.
was your relationship with him before all of this happened? You've known him for a while?
Known him for a while. Started comedy with him.
In
Always been
SF?
cordial. Always said nice things about him. Always did his shows when he needed me to do his shows. Like, there was just nothing.
Do you think he's in a weird place of desperation in his life and like wanted to try to get more money and more and he's
Yeah.
like, I need this,
Sure.
so I'll muscle my way in.
But it was just what a weird
No, he goes
tack.
like
Sounds
this.
like a desperate move.
No, he
Yeah.
goes like, I'm worth more than this. But the problem is, you just think that. And dude, you don't think I'm worth more than opening up for my buddy that at a club that I've been offered to headline? But sometimes you just gotta take the ego hit and just do the thing.
To me,
you
that's
got
not,
booked as a feature. You're the feature.
yeah. It's not an ego hit, in my opinion, because at the end of the day, you're working on a craft.
No, it's not an ego
so
hit.
it's
but
like
to people
work
like
on
that.
your craft to be a better artist. and shut the fuck up. Head
Bro,
down, blinders on.
It would be like if we agreed to
Embarrassing.
take Pat Perez to the Live tournament, and then like Pat Perez showed up at the airport, and we were like, "Yeah, Pat, like, just too much traffic. We'll fill your time.
Yeah, we'll
play for you.
We'll play the first 3 holes for you.
What? What do you mean?
So any contact with Frankie after the fact? Did he try to reach out?
Did
or
he-
anything?
go to the shows?
I sent a final text before I blocked him on text message because
So bad.
because like, bro, you don't understand. Like, I was so mad, and I was
I'd be
like,
so mad too.
I can't verbally vomit anything else. Like, I'm like removing myself because I know I'm liable to crash out.
Yeah.
So I just sent him a text when he's like, "I'll see you tonight." I said, "Good luck getting on the show tonight. By the grace of God that you do, you better look past me. Like, what do you think? I'm just gonna show up and see you on stage and be like, oh, glad you made it."
Yeah. The show. Glad the show could go on with you.
Yeah, glad you made it. Whew, rough. Like, no, I'm liable to punch your ass out.
God, what a shitstorm, dude.
Bro, it was
So he just never showed up.
No, he got kicked off the show.
So he
Chris
didn't-
called him up and said, "You're off the show." Like,
So did you just do more time?
No, I booked another feature. I grabbed a local feature at the club, and then for the next night, that guy couldn't do it. So I hit up from a homie, Alfonso Portella, who's a very funny comic out of SAC, to do it, and he came down. Like, insanity, bro, insanity. I was in the plane, like, am I in an alternate universe?
That's so weird.
I'm texting my boys, like, am I crazy? Like, I'm looking at the text, like, did I put this guy in an uncomfortable position?
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Maybe he had already made plans prior to the show. Maybe it was a girl. Maybe it was a homie. Maybe it was
secret
something.
grinder hookup.
But then just say that. Just be
Just
like,
say
yeah.
Exactly. No.
And then it's like, oh, okay, all
Yeah,
right. Well,
but
that's
he's like,
more
you're
understandable.
holding me up from what?
Yeah, what from
You're
from me
getting,
headlining the show
You're
that
getting
you're on?
to some shithole town at fucking 4 hours before a show.
Those are the worst.
For
when you're
what?
early to a small town show.
For what?
That is the most depressing thing in the world.
He had a hot date at Applebee's.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
He
Like-
missed some good shows too. Let me tell you.
Unbelievable.
I mean, like, those shows were heat.
Nice.
Heat. Like, I didn't tell a joke the first set. Like,
Did you
it
get
was
some good content?
Not at all. You
Oh.
think I filmed my shit? Could have. I had this one. Oh, dude, I shit on the club. You know how I just shit jokingly on
Oh, yeah.
club design?
Yeah.
For like 30 minutes.
I saw the setup. It looked bad.
That the setup looked bad. It was a great room because it's like very tiny.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But the setup was just horrible, and I was just shitting on it. And then I posted on the stories. I was like talking to the guy, and I was like, "What? So what do you do for a living?" He's like, "Architect." And I'm like, "Oh yeah." And then someone in the back goes, "Ask him what was his most recent job." And he goes, "I designed this club."
No.
It just murdered.
Oh.
And those are the moments when you just are like, God damn, I'm good. You know, like, create this whole thing to where it murdered, and then I sit down and I go,
Couldn't script
beautiful club, dude. Beautiful place.
Couldn't have scripted it better.
Yeah, just like good shit. If I had it on film, if
that-
Frankie Marcos was there to film it,
that
Piece of
Frankie
shit.
Marcos story is one of the reasons why I'm so glad I'm not still like in the rat race of doing stand up, because of all the different egos, all the different personalities, all the, you know, the different goals that people want.
Yep.
It just it makes things so cloudy.
crabs in
Yeah.
a bucket.
Yep. And
Ooh.
that was the one part of stand up where I was like, I could do without this in my life. Like
Yep.
the anxiety of trying to maneuver that in that whole universe.
Yeah.
And the fact that we are now way more in control of our day to day and our outcomes
Yep.
is I can rest so much easier doing that, and we can go to dinners.
It was
That's
fun
Very true.
selling out the lab at the Improv and making them thousands of dollars and getting paid $15 though. Don't you miss that?
That's huge.
Yeah, that was a good.
that was
return on the
fun. That was a
investment.
really good deal.
Also, it was like it. A lot of comedians are
Well, you got to meet Ron White.
are bad at hanging out.
I hope to meet Ron White again someday and be like, hey, you definitely don't remember meeting me, but you were a dick for no reason, and you were a dick to the staff.
Yeah, shout out to Stab at Deaf Puppies. Shout out to, I think his name was Sean. Fuck, I forget your name, bro. But he was a cook
It's so interesting. I feel like there's so many characters in like the stand-up world that are great, but then there's like very few comedians that are like actually like cool to hang out with.
Yeah, because all comedians are narcissistic sociopaths.
It's crazy. It is. It's crazy how unenjoyable it is.
It takes a painful human being to get up there and bomb for years and years and years, and then like still have the blind faith, like, oh no, it's gonna work out.
It'll be
me.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be working with Morgan at all?
He had like hit me up for some dates, but I never really followed through. He's kind of like on his thing, and we actually like put together a great show, me and him, because we're so different.
Yeah, that's why I thought you'd be like great working together. So
different. But yeah, bro, like I'm kind of over being someone else's guy. It's really hard to pick people up from the airport and drive them.
Yeah, it fucks with your plans.
No, it's just like so funny. You hit me up about BLP kosher, and then like Bert is texting me for the first time in like 8 months, being like, G-Eazy, tell me things. And I'm just like, bro, like all these guys like just hang out with rappers and know shit fuck about them, and I'm just sitting here, the biggest rap fan.
You're like,
no rappers want to hang out with me.
I mean, that's
bro.
a Bay Area guy too. That is the Bay Area guy.
I was like, just say something about Mac Dre. He was like, who's Mac Dre? And I was just like, I'm going to kill myself, bro.
You're like, I'm over this.
Wait, he just hit you up and wanted to hear about G-Eazy and nothing else?
He sent me one text. Said G-Eazy, spelled incorrectly.
But it wasn't about you?
I just know what he means. He's like, just tell me things.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything about you or wanting to work together?
Nothing. It's just using. Just all use me for my fucking...
knowledge.
My knowledge.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Def Putty Comedy Club. Shout out to the staff. Shout out to the homie Sean. I think his name was Sean or Steven.
Sean or Steven?
He was a big Country Club adjacent fan.
Is it Steven? Steven, if you're listening to this, shout out to you.
Yeah, he was sick, bro.
Well, I'm excited to try this live stream out. Get this bad boy going.
It's funny because like by the time this podcast comes out, more people will have seen this live stream than will have seen the podcast.
Yeah, probably.
So we're shouting out like, oh, I can't wait to do this live stream. People are going to like comment and be like, watch the live stream.
I do want to say to all of our listeners that have been with us since the beginning of this podcast, you are the fuel that like kept us going for the early years of this, being like, man, we're really onto something. There's so many cool people listening, the messages that we got, and we're not disappearing in any way, shape, or form. We're just kind of pivoting to more of a live stream, which I think is going to be more fun for us.
Yeah,
it's going to be more interactive. We're still going to cover all the same topics.
Yep.
It just probably won't be on just the audio download.
Yeah.
So just subscribe to our YouTube.
It could be. There's no reason why you can't rip the audio and upload it. I don't know the quality, but yeah probably not.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing for mics. We got to talk. But yeah, so thank you guys so much, all the cucks out there, for listening. From everything from...
So this is going to be the last one.
Well, I think that we're like just getting you guys ready, you know?
Bro, wait. We made it to 189 episodes. 200 sounds so much tastier. That's just me being OCD.
I think it's not the end. I think it's a brief hiatus.
No, I'm just telling you guys to like kind of prepare.
Okay.
Because once we get the format of the live stream down, that maybe just our time is better spent doing that.
In the words of what's the mini golf tournament? I've blocked it out of my head. Mini golf show. Mark, you run it. What's it called? The Steph Curry mini golf show.
Holy moly.
Holy moly. In the words of Holy moly, we're going in a different direction.
For those of you who've been listening since day one, you understand what that means.
Everything from going in a different direction to Mississippi to the first podcast ever when we talked about going to golf college.
Yep.
You know, you guys have been the loves of our lives.
Mississippi is probably still maybe my favorite
podcast.
And Jim Jeffries, one of my favorites. Bryson.
Oh, yeah.
Bryson was great.
Yep. A lot of good moments, and there's going to be a lot more great moments.
We're not going away.
Not going away. We're just building. We're evolving.
Yeah.
Building out.
We were a Charmander. We're going to Charmeleon.
Ooh.
And at some point, we will be a Charizard.
Oh, Charizard.
With some help,
that's gonna be
we will be a Charizard.
When we get to our Charizard era, that's when.
Yeah.
That's when.
And we're not there. We're going to Charmeleon.
Yeah.
Next year with some help from some wonderful people. We're going to Charmeleon.
Mark, what the fuck just happened with
Mark's
you? Dude?
turning into
He just almost
what's the
threw
frog,
up.
frog Pokemon?
What was the frog Pokemon?
Yeah, Bulbasaur.
Oh no, that's not really a frog.
No,
well, yeah,
he was a
Bulbasaur
dinosaur.
goes
I'm
to
fucking Mewtwo. Get the fuck out of my
Bulbasaur
face.
goes
Mewtwo?
to
I'm Mewtwo.
Mewtwo.
Mewtwo?
Mewtwo.
I'm Mew.
You're Mew.
You're Mew, not
The
Mewtwo.
cat.
One form.
You're the cat.
One form. Always in final
I'm
form.
Gyarados, dude. You think I'm not Gyarados? Psh,
You're definitely.
Gyarados
you're
evolved.
definitely Gyarados.
I'm Gyarados, dude.
I'm definitely
One
Mew.
form,
One
usually
form.
napping.
Usually napping.
I started-
always napping.
Always
But
napping.
when he wakes up, the most powerful Pokemon.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what it is.
Just
I'm
wake
the White
up.
Ranger.
Hey, wake up, dude.
I'm the White Ranger.
Snorlax.
I have the most power, but if I use it, I'm just dead for like 2 weeks.
That's fair.
Straight
My
up,
boy's
dog.
He's a sleepy young lady.
I'm sleep.
I used to be Magikarp. Now I'm Gyarados.
Well, that's about all the time a podcast run should be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We will maybe see you guys next week. Maybe just see you on the live stream.
Yeah.
That's where
Either
we're at
way,
right now.
tune in. YouTube. We love you.
Shout out Frankie.
Shout out Frankie Marcos.
Frankie Marcos.
Shout out Frankie Marcos. Good job winning the San Francisco International Comedy Competition. Really hopes it help your hope it helps your shitty career.
Ooh.
Piece of shit.
Got him.
Fucking leave me at the airport. Unbelievable. I was third in the International Comedy Competition years ago.
How
You
many
think you would give
foreign
me
how
some
many foreign
respect?
entrants were there?
It would be funny if that was the year that he beat you. And that was the motivation behind the whole thing. He's like,
Yeah.
how is this guy headlining? All right. Shout out Sean from Fescue for being our second home away from home.
We love
And,
Fescue.
He's a hot guy.
Let's do this live stream.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're not in the club, but we're right next to it. Me and my crew, we are country club adjacent. Country club adjacent. Country club adjacent, baby. Country club adjacent. Country club adjacent, baby.